Kurt inbounds for the Pointers. Gives it up to Brinks. Brinks back to Mathis. Kicks it to the free throw line. That's Tupa. Tupa gets back it out to Kurt. Kurt's going to drive baseline against Ports. Nice pass inside to Tupa, but has the ball knocked away. And Nathan Kurt ended up with the ball, but he's staying out of bounds, so ball turns over to the Cardinals. Raider will inbound to Coakley. Coakley gets double teamed back to Raider. Raider gets to midcourt. Nice job of breaking the press that time. Up to Ports. Ports takes it up strong. Bump, no foul called, and center point down with the rebound.
Pretty much a mirror image of the freshman game so
exactly. Far. Kurt with the ball going against Wydell. Gets a screen, goes left side, now switches to Ports. It's Brinks with the ball against Coakley. Coakley stops and it kicks out to Tupa. Tupa looking to drive it, gets it up to Kurt. Kurt going against Ports. And the Raider comes up behind, knocks the ball away momentarily. Center point gets the ball back. Eli Larson drives baseline, no good. Coakley with a nice save, gives it up to Raider. Raider looking to push the ball up court, gets to Ports. Ports slows it up, get back out to Raider, who's going to set the offense. Cardinals moving left to right on your radio dial. Ports drives baseline, tries to pass cross court.
YouTube dial.
YouTube dial, sorry. Yeah, old school radio dial, YouTube dial. On your computer screen, left or right. Cardinals turn the ball over to center point. 6:26 to go. Trail 17-7 to the Pointers. Sophomore boys basketball action. Freshman team lost earlier this evening to center point, their first loss. So they moved to 2-1. Pointers with the ball, that's Tupa. Tupa gives it to Kurt. Kurt looking for the cutter, no go as Ports knocks it away. Now Tupa going against Johnny Burns, gets it down inside. That's Gavin Brinks up, 5-foot jumper good. Now the Cardinals trying to break the full court press here. That's Raider up to Ports. They got to attack. Got to attack.
Yeah, you
had a
2-on-1 there.
Once you break that press, now it's attack because 9 times out of 10 you got a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 break. Now the Pointers trade turnovers with the Cardinals as they give the ball back to Maquoketa. But they're going to slap that full court press on. Raider gets to the middle, has the ball knocked away. Nathan Kurt. Kurt's going to try to go up, but before he goes up for the shot, he's going to be fouled on the ground. And the foul is going to be called on Mitchell Raider. Raiders' first foul, team 7th. In the act of shooting, so it's going to send number 1 Nathan Kurt to the line for 2. First shot is up and good. 20-7, center point leads in the sophomore boys action. Second shot up, also good. 21-7, and that'll bring in number 13 Connor Mathis in for number 11 Gavin Brinks for the Pointers. For the Cardinals, you got Coakley, Raider, Banks, Burns, and Ports. Raiders going to drive left side, kicks it back to right side to Burns. He's going to set a screen for Ports. Ports going to get double teamed, and he's going to get mugged. No foul called, and then they're going to call a
Isn't that how
foul on Ports, or are they going to call it out of bounds? Ports must have knocked it out of bounds on Eli Larson, and so back to the Cardinals. Coakley with the ball driving left side. He's going to be guarded by Kurt. A lot of hand check bumping going on. No fouls called as long as they call it both ways. I'm fine with it. Raider gives it up to Burns, who free throw line extended, gives it out to Banks. Banks back to Raider. 18-footer on the way, no good. But there's Banks for the rebound. Gets it to Ports, who gives it up to Coakley. And now Raider's going to set the offense again. Good hustle there by the Cardinals. Raider, nice drive, left hand, right, up and in. Rattles around for 2. And now center point back down the other end, looking to run. Always looking to run, always looking to press.
Yeah, their defensive pressure is tough. We're having trouble getting shots off.
It's Kurt driving against Ports, tries it up, no good. And tried to save by Mathis, no good, but Ports with the with the ball now. Gives up to Coakley, looks down low to Burns. Burns, head fake drive, gives it back out to Coakley. Coakley left side to Rader for 3, and it's good. Mitchell Rader with the 3-point shot for the Cardinals. Cuts the lead 21-12, 3:57 to go here in the second period. And then a good defensive stop by Rader to knock the ball out of bounds. It's Coakley. He's guarding Defoe. They kick it over to Larson. Larson back to Tupa. 3-point shot on the way, no good. Out of bounds. Out of bounds to the Cardinals. And here we go. Some more substitutions for center point. Yeah, line change. Gabe Hansen, number 3. Number 2, Aaron Kramer. And number 5, Braylon Havel all check in for center point.
21-2 or 21-12 Cardinals.
Yeah, don't bring us back any more than
yeah,
21-12 Cardinals trail. 3:30 to go in the second period. Center point with the steal. Havel shot up, no good, but there's Kramer with the rebound. Kicks it back out to Hansen. Hansen's going to drive left side against Rader. No good, but I believe they're going to call Coakley with the body. Casey Coakley is going to be called with the foul. I believe that's his first foul. The team's 8th. It's going to send Gabe Hansen to the line for 2. His first shot up, no good.
So 3 minutes to go before half. I think at halftime I'm going to try and reset everything here, get a better internet feed. I think that kind of messed me up here. So we'll cut this feed and have a new one for the second half.
Second shot was up, no good, but center point comes down with the rebound, and now that's Havel. 3-point shot on the way, good. Braylon Havel with the 3-pointer for the Pointers. Extends the lead 24-12 with 2:57 to go. And now we're going to have a little faux pas here with over and back as Ports try to get it back to Coakley to set the offense and threw it a little too far.
Do you have to establish feet down on the front side when you catch it? Like if you catch it in the air and land on the other side, do you already have to have your feet on the other side for that not to be over and back?
That's a great question. We'll have to start bringing a rule book here.
Well, I've seen that called twice now in the last week on the same type of play, so I'm assuming it is, but that's the rule.
Cardinals with the ball, and Johnny Burns is going to be called with the travel.
We just can't get any offensive rhythm.
Yeah, no offensive rhythm, and like I said, it really starts with that full court pressure that CPU's been putting on.
They do that high 2-man pressure defense on the ball.
Now center point going to be called with the offensive moving screen. That's foul is going to be on number 13, Connor Mathis. That'll be his first foul of the game, team 6th, as the next one will put the Cardinals in 1-1. It's Mitchell Rader driving against Kramer. Kicks it down to JB. Johnny Burns kicks it back out to Rader. Rader head fake. Nice diagonal to Ports. Ports kicks it into Burns. Burns shot up, no good. He's going to be fouled. That foul is going to go against number 3, Gabe Hansen of the Pointers. That'll be Hansen's second foul of the game. Team 7th is going to send Johnny to the line for 2. Burns' first shot up off front of the rim, no good. And now Hansen's going to check out. He'll be replaced by number 11, Gavin Brinks of the Pointers. Burns' second shot up, nothing but net. Cardinals with 13 to center point's 24. 2 minutes to go in the half. A nice rebound by Banks. Kicks it to Rader. Rader trying to push it up court to Ports. 3-point shot on the way. Good. And it Ports with a 3-point shot.
Cutting into it here for his
cuts into the lead.
Ugly as it's been at times, they're hanging in there.
Absolutely, 24-16, 8-point lead for center point. Now
he dribbles that one off his foot.
Center point is going to dribble that off their foot and give it up to the Cardinals. Number 11, Cale Wydell, is going to check back in for Johnny Burns. 1:40 to go in the ball game. 8-point game here with a chance to cut into it even more as Rader drives left side. He's going to be double teamed. Give it to Wydell. Wydell is also going to be double teamed. They're doing exactly that. Anytime a guy dribbles within 2 feet of another guy, they're going to double team. They're double team the ball all the time. But that's exactly what happens. Great pass by Casey Coakley to Banks for 2. Double team
nice
if you don't get back and cover your guy, and the offense moves quick enough, they're going to be able to score on that.
Well, all of a sudden it's a 6-point game here, Chris.
6-point game, and the Cardinals clawing back into this. Shot up, no good.
Yeah,
Wydell has the ball taken away by Kramer. He's going to kick it back up to Tupa. Tupa going against Wydell. Kicks it over to Brinks, back up to Havel. Tupa against Coakley. Kicks it right side to Brinks. And Brinks, thinking that his guy was going to cut out, throws it out of bounds into the first row of bleachers. And with 43 seconds to go in the half, Cardinals have a chance to cut this to a 4-point game.
And hearing on the girls' side that CPU freshman won. And in the JV game, CPU JV is up 23-20 at halftime. So.
Okay. Mitchell Rader trying to drive left side, going against Brinks, and Brinks is going to be. It's going to be Brinks, or is that going to be Kramer? They called it on Kramer. It's going to be Kramer's first foul. Team's 8, so sends Rader to the line 1-1. First shot off the back of the rim, no good. Tupa with the rebound. It's going to be guarded by Rader. Kicks it up to Kurt. Nathan Kurt driving against Rader. He's going to lose the handle of the ball out of bounds, but it's going to stick with CPU. 21 seconds to go, 24-18. CPU leads the Cardinals. Sophomore boys basketball action, second period here in Center Point. 17 to go as Rader guards Kurt. Kurt looks to drive topside. Nice cut by number 11. That's Gavin Brinks, and he's going to be fouled by Banks. And I believe that's third foul.
Is it really?
On Banks. I could be mistaken, but I think that's number 3.
Yep,
And it is
you're right.
Banks' third foul. Sends Brinks to the line. And his first shot is up and good. And that's going to bring Brady Pauls in for Banks. This last 9.5 seconds to go. As Center Point has a 7-point lead on the Cardinals. Second shot up and good. Full court pressure again as Rader tries to get it up court. Dribbles, now he's got a 3-on-1 break. Kicks to Ports, whose 3-point shot on the way, no good. But there's Coakley with the rebound. Left hand up and in before the half. So Cardinals get a bucket before the half and cut the CPU lead 26-20. The sophomore boys action. And what do you want to do here, Chad?
Let's stay here for just a second. I'm just having Dale check something while we're talking if he gets the message.
You bet.
But I have a pretty good feed right now, so I think I'm just going to leave it how it is, and we'll just go to commercial here. So let's go ahead and take a commercial break and hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll be back in a little bit.
All right.
Bluff Lake Catfish. Looking for an eye care professional that is committed to your vision health and is fully involved in the local area? Then C. Bisma Eye and Vision Center is the full-service vision specialist for you. They offer comprehensive exams, contact and lens services, and more importantly, C. Bisma Eye and Vision Center treats infections, removal of foreign bodies, and is able to treat diseases of the eye. They have glasses that meet all budgets and look forward to helping you with your vision needs. Contact them through their website at cbismaeyecare.com or call their office at 563-652-2795 to schedule an appointment and take care of your vision needs at C. Bisma Eye and Vision Center of Maquoketa. C. Bisma Eye and Vision Center is a proud sponsor of MCSN and Maquoketa Cardinal Athletics.
Smiles on Main, a distinguished dental care provider, conveniently located in Maquoketa, Iowa. At Smiles on Main, we have a special interest in your dental health. Dr. Salvador Buddy Atienza, Dr. Abby Giel and their highly qualified team of professionals will work with you to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs. Nothing exudes beauty and confidence like a bright, vibrant smile. And at Smiles on Main, we believe that everyone deserves to experience life-altering benefits of a radiant, healthy smile. Smiles on Main is located at 119 South Main Street, Suite 1 in Maquoketa, Iowa. Schedule an appointment with Smiles on Main at 563-652-4133. If you're looking for an old school cut, then Dan's Barbershop is just what you're looking for. No fancy frills, just a low-cost cut with old-time barbershop charm. Stop in and experience the social time that is lacking in this modern world. Dan's Barbershop is open Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Located at 301 North Main Street in Maquoketa, Iowa. And speaking of Saturdays, bring your cup of coffee and enjoy a free donut on Saturday morning, as the main topic of conversation is usually centered around Maquoketa athletics. Dan's Barbershop is a proud sponsor of MCSN, and Dan says, "Let's go Cardinals!"
Got a baseball or softball player at home? Then look to PC Sports to unlock their potential with individualized baseball and softball instructions with their personal instructors. Increase their bat speed and arm strength with proven enhancement programs. Contact PC Sports at 563-212-9685 for your player to be the best they can be. PC Sports is located at 1914 140th Street in Delmar, Iowa. The staff at PC Sports is always adding new programs and opportunities, so subscribe to their Facebook page to keep up with everything going on at PC Sports.
Bluff Lake Catfish Farm has been a Jackson County treasure for more than 50 years, serving up all-you-can-eat specials Friday through Sunday in an out-of-the-way hidden gem located 5 minutes from Maquoketa Cave State Park. Friday is an 18-ounce prime rib or all-you-can-eat catfish, Saturday's all-you-can-eat haddock, and Sunday all the shrimp and fried chicken you can handle. Open Friday 4 p.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday 3 p.m. to 9 p.m., and Sunday 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. They are closed Monday through Thursday and the entire month of December. Bluff Lake Catfish Farm will give you an experience that will have you telling stories about for years to come. Don't forget to feed the ducks and the fish and check out the gift shop and the awesome waterfall, all at Bluff Lake Catfish Farm, 9301 95th Avenue in Maquoketa.
Smiles on Main, a distinguished dental care provider, conveniently located in Maquoketa, Iowa. At Smiles on Main, we have a special interest in your dental health. Dr. Salvador Buddy Atienza, Dr. Abby Giel, and their highly qualified team of professionals We'll work with you to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs. Nothing exudes beauty and confidence like a bright, vibrant smile. And at Smiles on Main, we believe that everyone deserves to experience life-altering benefits of a radiant, healthy smile. Smiles on Main is located at 119 South Main Street, Suite 1 in Maquoketa, Iowa. Schedule an appointment with Smiles on Main at 563-652-4133. If you're looking for an old school cut, then Dan's Barbershop is just what you're looking for. No fancy frills, just a low-cost cut with old-time barbershop charm. Stop in and experience the social time that is lacking in this modern world. Dan's Barbershop is open Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Located at 301 North Main Street in Maquoketa, Iowa. And speaking of Saturdays, bring your cup of coffee and enjoy a free donut on Saturday morning, as the main topic of conversation is usually centered around Maquoketa athletics. Dan's Barbershop is a proud sponsor of MCSN, and Dan says, "Let's go Cardinals!"
Fouls called on both teams. Center Point had 9 fouls in the first half, and I believe 8 fouls for the Cardinals in that first half, so 17 total fouls in the half.
Yeah, and the Cardinals, nice job. I mean, coming back, they were down, what was it at one point? 17-7, I know, at one point. And 24-12, I think, at one point.
Yep, they were down 12 at one time.
And so bounced back down by 6 here, and a little momentum to end the first half.
Yep.
I don't officially have any leading scorers. I believe maybe Mitchell Rader with 5. I know he had a 3-pointer and a 2-point basket, and I think beyond that, a little bit of balanced scoring.
You've got Ports with a 3 for sure, and Ehrig with a 3.
So we're a minute 30 away from the start of the second half here.
I'm going to have to get on top of it here and start bringing me a score sheet for these first 2 games, and I can at least keep tally of some scores.
Yeah, me too. So again, as we start second half here, some new sponsors that the ads are still in process for. Brad Deary Motors in downtown Maquoketa, Brad Deary Ford, and Nissan Cabin Insurance and Real Estate. So happy to have them on board, and all proud supporters of Maquoketa Athletics.
Well, with the second half ready to begin here in about 40 seconds, Chad, Cardinals down by 6. You've seen what the Center Point does for the offense and defense. What would you do to counteract that?
Well, we need to – there's an opportunity when they do the double high two-man pressure defense at the top. I'm not sure what you call it because I'm not a basketball expert, but when they come up and defend the ball with 2 guys, we got to find – there's an open guy somewhere, right? So you got to find that guy. And hopefully that was the adjustment we made at halftime is, okay, this is the play we need to run, and this is where you need to look to when that happens to kind of offset that. So, and that's what coaches do, right? Halftime's about adjustments, so.
That's exactly right. So we'll see what kind of adjustments the Cardinals make, as they're going to come out with Ty Streets, Lucas Ehrig, Cale Wydell, Mitchell Rader, and Gregory Banks. Kind of surprised here, Chad, with 3 fouls on Banks that he's starting here to begin the third quarter.
Yeah. Well, with a limited bench, you probably need to, like you said, 5 of these guys have already played a full game, so that only leaves 4 other guys, right?
You got it.
So
alley-oop dunk on the out-of-bounds play. Easy 2 for Center Point.
Too easy.
That's Connor Mathis. Rader, he's going to be guarded by Kramer, and Kramer's going to call for the foul. So 11 seconds into the third period, a foul called here on Center Point. That's going to be second foul on Kramer, and the team's first of this half. It's Lucas Ehrig. He's driving against Havel. Gives it up to Banks. Banks over to Wydell. Down low to Ehrig. Top side to Rader. And now Rader's going to get called. Oh, excuse me. It's going to be fouls on number 2, Aaron Kramer. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Team's 2nd foul of the half. Streets inbounding to Rader. Again, being guarded by Kramer. Rader left side to Streets. Streets goes baseline, gets trapped and kicks back out to Rader. Rader, nice look down low to Wydell. Gets over to Streets. Streets going to go up strong. Shot no good. And rebound is going to be by Hansen. And now Streets going to... is in foul trouble with Streets and Banks, both with 3 fouls. Shot up by Havel, no good. Rebound brought down by Ehrig. Ehrig goes and gets Tupa, gives it up to Rader. Rader left side to Streets, down low to Ehrig. Ehrig going to have the ball knocked by Tupa, but gets into Banks. Banks takes it up strong, up and in. Gregory Banks with the 2 points for the Cardinals. And now Mitchell Rader with the steal. Gives it up to Streets. Streets going to go in hard, and he's going to be called for a charge. And in a matter of 2 minutes and 16 seconds, Streets is going to have 3 fouls called on him.
You don't see that very often.
Not very often at all, and that's going to be his 4th foul and team foul number 3 in the half. Havel, nice turnaround jumper, but no good. Good save by Connor Mathis. Tries to get it into Tupa, but Rader comes up with left hand layup up and in. Mitchell Rader with 2. And Cardinals trail 31-24, 5:15 to go in the 3rd period. Kind of back and forth game here as the Cardinals trailed as much as 12. Cut it down to 6 at half. Got back down by 10, and now here they are down by 7 as Center Point dribbles the ball out of bounds, and Center Point wants to call a timeout. So with 5:09 to go in the 3rd period, Cardinals trail 31-24 to Center Point. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Again, one thing that we're doing was the Brad Deary Motors or Brad Deary Ford Player of the Games. Dale's got some certificates for the girls, and we've got a couple here for the boys. So, Chris, if you stick around and you think you see something in the varsity game that merits Brad Deary Ford or Brad Deary Motors Player of the Game, let me know.
Sounds good. Love to if we're around. If not, I might be Watching the back of my eyelids by the time you're ready to make that. (31-24), Cardinals trail with the ball, moving right to left on your YouTube dial. As Lucas Ehrig brings the ball up, he's going to be double teamed at three-quarter court. Gives it up to Banks. Banks out to Wydell. Wydell looks for a three, but decides to pass it up. Gives it back out to Ehrig. Ehrig sweep move, gets triple team there, gives it out to Streets. Streets 10-foot jumper on the way, no good. Ehrig trying to get the rebound, goes off his hands, and center point's going to have the ball. Tupa brings it up for the Pointers. He'll be guarded by Streets. Streets with 4 fouls. Kicks it down low to Hansen. Hansen has it blocked by Wydell. Now Wydell kicks up to Rader. Rader right side, Ehrig 3-point shot on the way. Good. Lucas Ehrig with the 3-pointer. And just like that, the Cardinals have cut this ball game to a 4-point lead. Oh.
That was kind of a tough ball. I thought he was going to call travel, to be honest with you.
Gabe Hansen drives against Gregory Banks. It's going to be his 4th foul. Team's 4th foul. And just like that, we Cardinals have 2 guys with 4 fouls. So if you're center point, you're definitely going to try to take the ball right at those 2 guys. Tupa gives it up to Hansen, left side to Larson, back to Tupa, and now to Hansen. Hansen kicks it down low to Kurt, and Kurt's going to be fouled. Fouls on number 3, Lucas Ehrig. And for Ehrig, that's going to be his 3rd foul, and the team's 5th.
Well, we don't have...
No,
you can't foul too many guys out.
No, you're going to end up with a freshman ball game again as Johnny Burns checks in for Banks. Banks has 4 fouls. Streets has 4 fouls. Ehrig has 3 fouls. And the Cardinals trail by 5 as a second shot by Kurt up no good. Rebound by Wydell. Ehrig trying to kick it up to Streets, and now Streets is going to have that ball go out of bounds off of CPU. Streets trying to get it into Rader, who's working against Hansen. Instead gets it into Ehrig, to Wydell, to Burns, to Rader. Now Rader tries to get to Ehrig, but throws it too far over his head, and it's going to be tipped by Tupa out of bounds, and so the Cardinals will retain possession of the ball. 3:48 to go. Cardinals trail by 5. Now the refs are going to have a discussion here about whether it was tipped or not, and they concur it was. So Cardinals will keep the ball. That's Mitchell Rader. He's going against Gabe Hansen. Gives it up to Streets. Streets drives baseline left-handed. Gets stuck there by Larson. And now Streets trying to get it out. Has the ball stolen by Mathis. Mathis gives it to Larson. Larson going as Rader. Picks up his dribble. Gives it to Tupa. Tupa to Kurt. Kurt fakes a 3-point shot. Gives it up to Hansen. Hansen hits Tupa on a cut. He's going to be double teamed by Streets and Rader. Shot up no good. Ehrig with the rebound. And now Ehrig's going to be fouled by 0. That's Tupa. His 2nd foul. It's going to be the team's 4th of the half. As the Cardinals look here to had it down to 5 points here, looking to cut it into 3 or 2, make it a 1-possession game. Wydell drives hard baseline. He's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Tupa again. It's going to be Tupa's 3rd foul, excuse me. 3rd foul and the team's 5th.
Well, they got a Tupa on every level here.
They do. Now Havel going to check in for CPU as well as Gavin Brinks as Tupa and Hansen check out. Wydell, nice spin move down low. He's stopped by Joseph Defoe. Now Rader topside against Havel, gives it to Streets. Streets, nice wide open layup, goes up, has the ball knocked away.
Went off of his
off of his knee and out of bounds. So Cardinals have had a couple of opportunities here to cut it into 1 possession or even take the lead, and on 3 straight trips down the court have yet to score a bucket.
And it's not
That's
just
Lucas Erig. Good.
Yeah, good. They fall foul.
Oh.
I thought they were going to call jump ball. And it's not that shots are necessarily just falling. It's that shots are tough to come by.
Yeah, Erig did a great job, I thought, of tying him up, and instead he gets called for his 4th foul.
Ooh.
CPU with the ball, left to right. Havel with the ball against Raider. Gives up to Kurt. And Kurt back out to Dufault. Dufault looking to drive on Wydell. Tries to pass it down low, and Johnny Burns steps in front and steals the ball away. So CPU turns the ball over again, and now, again, the Cardinals with an opportunity to cut into that lead. Raider drives left side. Gives up to Wydell. Wydell top side, and shots up and in, but I believe they're going to call foul on the floor. Foul's going to be on Joseph Dufault. His 2nd foul and the team's 6th foul. So one more foul and the Cardinals will be in a 1-and-1. Shooting free throws the rest of this game. 12 fouls already called here, and we're only 4 minutes into the 3rd period. Wydell tried to drive baseline, got bumped out of bounds. No foul called, and they're going to give the ball to center point. 2:06 to go. Cardinals trail by 5. 3rd period, sophomore boys action here at Center Point, Urbana. Chris Hoover along with Chad Coakley.
I've been more of a silent partner here so far.
Well, you're going to get your workout come varsity game, so.
With all that Cardinal scoring.
Layup by Larson up no good, and Cardinals come down with the ball.
Well, here we go again, down by 5.
Yeah, down by 5. This is trip number 4 down.
There you
and
go.
Finally, we break that cold spell as Lucas Erig puts it up for 2 and cuts the lead to 3. And there's Ty Streets. Nice steal. Steps in front, going to go up for a layup, and he's going to be hammered.
Nice anticipation.
Foul's going to be called on number 15, Joseph Dufault. And Streets is going to have an opportunity here to put the Cardinals down by 1 point. Streets at the line for 2. First shot is up off the back of the rim, no good. Number 13, Connor Mathis, is going to check in for the Pointers. He's replacing 15, Joseph Dufault, as Streets' 2nd shot off the back of the rim and up
in.
and down. So 2-point Center Point lead with 1:22 to go in the 3rd period. The Cardinals have cut into a 12-point deficit and now trail only by 2. As you can just kind of feel that momentum switch here as the defensive intensity picks up. There's number 11, Gavin Brinks, with the lay-in to put center up by 4. 1 minute to go, 3rd period, as Streets kick it down to JB. Johnny Burns kicks it out to Raider. 3-point shot on the way, good. Mitchell Raider, 3-point shot, and just like that, the Cardinals trail by 1 with 48 seconds to go here in the 3rd period. It's been a silent comeback, but definitely one that the Cardinals have appreciated much. And just like that, number 11, Gavin Brinks, with the bank. And the Cardinals here with 30 seconds to go, maybe looking to shoot for 1 here. Burns kicks it down low to Erie, kicks it over to Streets. Streets spin move back out to Raider. 3-point shot on the way, off the front of the rim, no good. And as Streets was going up for a shot, he was being held. And I believe that foul is going to be called on number 10. That's Eli Larson.
I was afraid they were calling that on us.
It's Larson's first foul. It's the team 8th foul. So from here on out, the Cardinals are shooting free throws, which can only help them. Ty Streets' first shot off the back of the rim and down and in. They like to call shooter's touch.
Yeah, that's
shooter's
right.
touch. But cuts the lead to 2. 15.5 seconds to go here in the 3rd period. 2nd shot up and is also good.
Well, that one he tried just to hit in the bottom of the net, and he did.
Absolutely.
That works
Nothing
too.
but net. 1-point lead for the Pointers. 11 seconds to go, 3rd period.
Oh.
Kurt, nice pass, but nice block by Lucas Erig, who gets to Johnny Burns in for the layup. The basket's good and no foul called. That could have easily been a foul as well to send Burns to the line, but instead He gets the bucket, and the Cardinals get the lead heading into the fourth quarter. Maquoketa Cardinals sophomore basketball leads CPU by a score of 37-36. You're listening to sophomore boys basketball
on
MCSN.
Smiles on Main, a distinguished dental care provider conveniently located in Maquoketa, Iowa. At Smiles on Main, we have a special interest in your dental health. Dr. Salvador Buddy Atienza, Dr. Abby Giel, and their highly qualified team of professionals will work with you to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs. Nothing exudes beauty and confidence like a bright, vibrant smile. And at Smiles on Main, we believe that everyone deserves to experience life-altering benefits of a radiant, healthy smile. Smiles on Main is located at 119 South Main Street, Suite 1 in Maquoketa, Iowa. Schedule an appointment with Smiles on Main at 563-652-4133.
The Maquoketa Cardinals at the end of that third period take the lead against CPU by a score of 37-36, their first lead of the game. The Cardinals will have the basketball to begin the fourth period. Trailed all game until now. And the Cardinals will come out with Emmett Ports, Cale Wydell, Casey Coakley, Mitchell Rader, as well as Gregory Banks. This is Ports driving left side against Gavin Brinks. Gives it up to Wydell. Wydell has it knocked out of bounds by Gabe Hansen. So it'll be interesting to see how the Cardinals play this now that they have the lead. That's Coakley being held.
Come on. Grabbing jersey.
Grabbed his jersey and everything. You can see it from up here, and no call as Rader kicks it cross court to Coakley. Coakley's driving against Havel. Kicks it to Ports, who gives to Rader. Rader looks down low to Banks, but throws it over his head, and there's Wydell. Wydell tries to get the ball up. Gets shoved, but instead.
I felt this in the freshman game, too. There's a lot of contact by CPU that's not getting called. Wouldn't you say their defensive pressure is good, but I think they're getting a little extra with the physicality that isn't being called.
I would agree. So Cardinals 1 point lead here, 7:20 to go in the game. Air ball by Havel, and rebound by Coakley, gives it up to Rader. Rader left side to Wydell. Wydell's going against Hansen, who gives it up to Banks. Banks to Ports. Ports drives topside, gets double team, kicks it back to Rader. Rader, it's a little bump, but doesn't keep him from shooting a three. And Mitchell Rader with another three-pointer, and he's lighting it up from three-point range as the Cardinals take a 4-point lead. Gabe Hansen looks down low, kicks it to Kramer. Kramer gives it to Havel. Havel, a little 5-foot jumper, no good. And there's Wydell with the rebound. And suddenly CPU has hit a cold streak, and the Cardinals are on fire. Rader, nice pass down low to Wydell. Wydell gets hammered, no call. And CPU down with the rebound. Hansen going to give it inside to number 13, Mathis, who tries to shoot a couple different times. Thought he was fouled, no call. And the ball's out of bounds to the Cardinals. A lot of contact going on here. The refs are letting it go, and if, like I said before, they're going to let it go both ways, that's fine. CPU again with their 1-2 full court press. Gives to Rader. Rader's double team, give it to Wydell. Wydell, nice fast break opportunity for Emmett Ports, who goes up and misses the layup.
Tried to adjust.
Kramer, tried to adjust to that defender, and if you just go up strong, you're either going to get hammered or you're going to come out with a bucket. Nice steal by Banks.
Now, I guess I can't say they're not letting them play on both sides because
there
is some contact on our end, too,
exactly.
So I shouldn't just single out CPU. But
they're letting them go as Ports drives baseline, gives it up to Rader. Rader, three-point shot off the front of the rim, no good. Tries to foul it up and gives nothing. And Kramer comes with the rebound but gets friendly little hammer by Casey Coakley. I believe this is his first foul, his second foul, team's seventh foul. So number 2, Aaron Kramer, will go to line for the bonus for CPU. as the Cardinals are up by 4, 36-40. To make that 40-37 with 5:40 to go here in the ball game. The Cardinals had taken the lead at the end of the third period by Johnny Burns' layup to end that period, and have done fairly well on the offensive side, as the second shot by Kramer no good, but CPU pulls down the rebound, and now we're going to have a traveling called.
We'll take it.
And turns the ball over to the Cardinals. Again, a 1-2-1-1 full court press as the Cardinals easily break it. Caused them a little trouble at the beginning of the game, but now they've gotten fairly used to it. Rader's going to shoot a three-pointer up, nothing but net. There's Mitchell Rader heating up. That's got to be his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Yeah, I think I got him at 16 points, I think.
The Cardinals take a 43-37 lead. And then right back down the court, CPU with a little cut move there. Gabe Hansen with 2. Cardinals doing a much better job of moving the ball offensively. Doing a lot more cutting. There, you can throw the ball away. Hansen's going to go up, left-handed layup, no good, and
that was kind of a premature whistle, I think, wasn't it?
And I didn't feel he was in a position to even call that.
We didn't even touch him, I don't think.
But Coakley's going to be called, his 3rd foul, and it's going to send Gabe Hansen to the line for 2. Even though, here we're sitting 4th period with both teams with 8 fouls. We've got Coakley with 3, Ehrig with 4, Ehrig with 3, Banks with 4, and Streets with 4. So 4 of the 5 guys that put a lot of minutes in here with 3 or more fouls for the Cardinals. Second shot up, no good. Cardinals pull down the rebound. 4-point lead, 4:40 to go in the ball game as Rader has it knocked away. And him and Tupa get tied up, and Coach Peterson calls a timeout. Going to call a full timeout. With that called, we're going to take a break. You're listening to FCSN.
Got a baseball or softball player at home? Then look to PC Sports to unlock their potential with individualized baseball and softball instructions with their personal instructors. Increase their bat speed and arm strength with proven enhancement programs. Contact PC Sports at 563-212-9685 for your player to be the best they can be. PC Sports is located at 1914 140th Street in Delmar, Iowa. The staff at PC Sports is always adding new programs and opportunities, so subscribe to their Facebook page to keep up with everything going on at PC Sports.
And back for the last 4.5 minutes here. Maquoketa Sophomores up 43-39 on CPU Sophomores. After this game, we'll cut the feed and have a new feed for the varsity game. Coakley inbounds to Wydell. He's looking trapped up top. He finds Ports. He drives. Coakley in the corner, trying to get some separation. He gets it over to the corner to Rader. He takes a little 12-footer, no good. Rebounded by CPU. They try and get out quick ahead, and ball's off of Braylon Havel. Goes out of bounds, be back to Maquoketa. 4:17 to go. Cardinals leading 43-39. Sophomore basketball. Now Rader will bring it up court. Off to Coakley. He does a little fake. Dribble, drive. You're going to get a call on the floor as Coakley spun and tried to come out of it. And Havel got him. And it looked like Havel might have got an elbow to the jaw, too, on that one. That's going to put Coakley at the line with 4:06 to go, 43-39.
Coakley's first shot up and good. Nothing but net. Extends the Cardinal lead to 5, 44-39. Second shot up off the front of the rim, no good, but there's Casey Coakley following his shot like all good shooters do. Gets the rebound. Cardinals retain possession of the ball. There's Rader. Tries to kick it cross court to Ports, who was he was zigging when he should have zagged, and ball out of bounds to CPU. Center Point's going to bring in number 11, Gavin Brinks, as well as number 1, Nathan Kurt. And Ty Streets, number 1 for the Cardinals, going to check in for Emmett Ports. 3:57 to go. Cardinals lead 44-39. Sophomore boys basketball action. Earlier in freshman action, the Cardinal boys were dealt their first loss of the season. Came up against a strong CPU team. And that's number 13. That's Connor Mathis with a strong drive to the hoop. Cuts the lead to 3, 44-41. Raider now left side to Coakley. Coakley being double teamed, tries to give it up to Banks. He's going to have it knocked away by Mathis, who's going to go up strong again for a lay-in. And 4 quick points for CPU on turnovers. Makes it a 1-point game. Coakley being guarded by Kurt, gives it up to Banks. Banks has the ball knocked out. That's got to be a foul. That's got to be a foul.
How is it not a foul? He ran him over.
They just called that on Banks.
Oh, my God.
That's a terrible call. I realize I'm not supposed to say that as an announcer. That's a horrible call. That's going to be Gregory's 5th foul as he has the ball knocked away, gets pushed, falls on the ground, and the other kid lands on him, and he gets called for the foul.
Well, the bench is getting thin now because Burns and Erie can't come back in because they played their 6 quarters.
Yep, so here we are basically with the 5 guys on the court are the 5 guys that are going to have to finish because Ty Streets has 4 fouls. And if he fouls out, you're playing 5 on 4.
Yeah. And the free throw's missed, and Cardinals get the rebound. And then they call that. They don't call all that. And they call a little touch foul.
Definitely have an eclectic group of referees here is that you got some guys letting everything go, some guys not letting nothing go, and some guys are somewhere in between. So it sends Mitchell Raider to the line for 2 shots. First shot up and good. Extends the Cardinal lead to 45-43, 2:55 to go in the ball game. Second shot up and good. Tell you that's one thing I'd like to see from Mitchell Raider is consistency over these 3 games. His offense has been very consistent.
Yes, it has.
CPU with the ball, looking to drive. That's Gabe Hansen going as Coakley gets it down low to Mathis. Mathis tries it up, no good, but there's Gabe Hansen with the rebound.
Wydell did a really nice job, just no help on the backside.
46-45, Cardinals lead. CPU here in center point. Ports with the ball, gives up to Raider. Raider being double teamed, right side. Gives it up to Wydell. Wydell going against Mathis. Oh, a little whoop-de-doo there.
What you call that for sure, but it worked.
It doesn't matter. It's 2 points, all the same. It keeps the Cardinal lead at 3 points, 48-45 with 2 minutes to go. And then Hansen being double teamed, and how he got through those 2 guys, I'll never know. But with 1:50 to go, the Cardinals lead, and that ball is going to go. Ooh!
I thought that hit him out of bounds.
Thought it was off of Kramer, but the ref saw it a different way as Kramer knocked the ball off of Ports. And it's going to be CPU ball. 1:47 to go as they trail by 1, 47-48. Cardinals going to have to make a big defensive stop here as Kramer going against Ports. Drives left side. Oh, that, my friend, is going to...
Well, I think we got Brady Pauls yet, don't we?
Brady can still go in.
No, Max. Maybe Brady's out too.
Are you gonna yell or am I gonna yell? Because that was a terrible call. Well, Max is going to get his first action of American basketball. Max is our foreign exchange student.
Free throws missed.
And so He hasn't stepped foot on the court these first couple times, and he's wiping his sweaty hands on his. He's looking over at Coach, smiling, going, "Yeah, I'm not so sure about this."
So we got a tie game.
Tie game, 1:30 to go in the ball game, 48-48. Cardinals going to bring it up, and Coach Peterson's going to take a well-deserved timeout here as he's going to need to explain how this is going to work with
Smiles on Main, a distinguished dental care provider, conveniently located in Maquoketa.
And 4 guys.
Yep. Yeah. So tie game, minute and a half to go here in the sophomore game.
Sophomores trailed by as much as 12 at the beginning of the game and cut into that lead. Had it down to 6 points at halftime. And then at the end of the third period, Johnny Burns made a layup to end that period and put the Cardinals up, and they haven't relinquished that lead since. We're tied here with 1:29 to go, 48-48. Both teams in the double bonus. No fouls to give, and the Cardinals looking to come out with a victory here on the road against Center Point.
Great effort here by the sophomores, too. Down big early and didn't give up. But
absolutely. And so for the Cardinals, we've got Mitchell Rader, Cale Wydell, Emmett Ports, Casey Coakley, and Max Hine. CPU will have Aaron Kramer, Connor Mathis, and that's Havel guarding Rader. Rader gives it up to Wydell. Wydell's going to get double team pass for Rader to let it down low to Ports. Ports up, layup, good. My brain got ahead of my mouth, but great movement, great ball movement. And then CPU comes down the other end, and Gabe Hansen in with the layup. It's almost like you wonder, where is all this coming from? We haven't seen this all game, and now all of a sudden that's Wydell topside, looks for a screen from Coakley. Now Coakley with the ball going against Brinks. Coakley left side, nice dish to Wydell. He's going to have the ball knocked. And they're going to call a foul.
Yeah, wow, I didn't think they were going to.
I didn't think so either. Thought he was going to knock it out of bounds, but
let's put Cale at the line.
Foul's going to be on Kramer, and I believe that's his 4th foul. And that's going to send Wydell to the line for 2 shots. First shot in and out, no good. As the Cardinals look to take the lead back, it's tied 50-50 right now, 49.8 seconds. Wydell shot
missed them both,
off, but there's Ports hustling. Nice hustle by Ports, who's going to end up in the chair. Uh-oh. Going to have...
Uh-oh.
Oh,
no, what are we going to do? Oh, Burns is going to have to check in.
I think we might have a
face
cut. Hit the chair.
So Ports went diving out of bounds to try and save the rebound, and the bleachers and the chair are real close. I'm not sure if he hit the chair or the bleachers, but they're real close. They're within what over there? 5 feet of the court?
Yeah, 5 feet of their.
Oh, his shoulder popped out.
Okay. All right, so dislocated shoulder.
Oh, that's bad.
Beats
but it's
40 stitches.
Yeah,
in
the
the
way
face
everybody was reacting,
yeah.
Mom went down there quick, and her reaction, I thought maybe he had cut something open on a chair or the edge of the bleachers there, but Dr. Brent Pauls is down there working on him, so he should be able to pop that back into place. And so, oh yeah, I can see it's still out of place yet.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
a tough loss for anybody.
With him, that's Dr. Brent Paul's chiropractor.
Well, ball game 50-50. CPU with the ball, 43 seconds to go. Backside alley-oop to Mathis, who's I thought Coakley had all ball, but they're going to call him with a foul. And that's going to send
4.
Mathis to the line for 2 shots. Cardinals looking to get a body on somebody here after this second shot. First shot up and good. Center Point's first lead of the second half, 51-50. Or excuse me, of this quarter, 51-50. 38.7 seconds to go. Sophomore ball game. Second shot up and good. 52-50. Cardinals with the ball. 38 seconds to go. Mitchell Rader with the ball. Kicks the left side to Coakley. And Cardinals going to call a timeout. And with that, we're going to take a break. You're listening to MCSN. Sophomore boys basketball, Maquoketa.
Got a baseball or softball player at home? Then look to PC Sports to unlock their potential with individualized baseball and softball instructions with their personal instructors. Increase their bat speed and arm strength with proven enhancement programs. Contact PC Sports at 563-212-9685 for your player to be the best they can be. PC Sports is located at 1914 140th Street in Delmar, Iowa. The staff at PC Sports is always adding new programs and opportunities, so subscribe to their Facebook page to keep up with everything going on at PC Sports.
All right, so here we go.
Back to live action as Cardinals trail by 2, 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Wydell with the ball, gives to Burns. Burns to Coakley. Coakley down low to Wydell. Goes up strong with a shot. Up, no good. CPU comes down with the rebound. Could have just easily been called a foul there, but no foul called.
He stepped out.
And now Center Point's going to step out of bounds with 18.8 seconds to go, and the Cardinals are going to have another chance to either tie the ball game or take the lead with a 3.
Well, so shoot a 3 to win it, huh?
Coakley into Rader. I'd go for the win.
You don't have enough guys to play overtime.
Rader's going to come over to the bench, and Cardinals are going to call a 30-second timeout. Set up their last play with 14.8 seconds.
Now, I would think that, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but I think probably drawing up a play to get it to Mitchell here. He's been the hot hand all game, so I would anticipate something to try and spring him open, wouldn't you think?
Yep, I would think so. I think you got one of 2 options. You're going to either kick it down low. Wydell had a nice open shot there.
Yeah.
Just missed the shot is all. You do that, or, again, like you said, set something up for Mitchell Rader for a 3 and go for the win. And if I'm a betting guy, you're on the road,
I'm going
for the win.
Well, especially the foul trouble you're in. I think
Absolutely.
you're down to the end. You're in your last guy right now.
I'm not sure you can handle going into overtime. All right, Johnny Burns to inbound the ball. 14.8 gets to Rader. Rader driving left side, gets a screen for Coakley. Tries to kick it to Coakley and knocked away out of bounds. It's like they were going to try to give it to Casey for the layup there. 9.6 to go. Cardinals with the ball on the side in front of their bench. Rader to inbound the ball to Coakley. Coakley against Brinks, tries to get to Rader, being guarded. There's Rader, 3-pointer on the way. No good. And rebound brought down by CPU. And with that, the time's going to run out, and Center Point is going to come away with the victory in the sophomore game, 52-50. The sophomores have a hard-fought game, but come up on the losing end of this one.
Yeah, well-played game.
Well-played game. Like I said, they trailed by 12 at one point, led the entire third quarter, and then fourth quarter relinquished the lead here with about 2 minutes to go. And back-and-forth battle, and come up on the short end, 52-50.
All right, well, we'll be back shortly for the varsity game in about 20 minutes, so we'll cut this feed and be back for that one in a little bit.
Thanks for have a great night, and thanks for letting me play.